Hey everyone, this is going to be the fourth installment of my ongoing series, Scary Creepy Stories from my family members. Number 1. The first one comes from my cousin, who heard this story from his friend's uncle when he visited his friend. I know that this is a bit of a cheating, because the story doesn't come directly from my family, but I like the story, so I'm gonna put it in. I'm not gonna tell the uncle's real name, so I'm gonna call him Bill. Bill was working as a gravekeeper. He was working day shifts, and his job was to call the police if something happens, or to give people the location of the grave that they were looking for. Because the cemetery is big, and when someone gets buried there, the place and the name of the person is written down into the system. I know that most people wouldn't really like working in a cemetery, but Bill never really minded. He always said that it was peaceful there. One evening when Bill was finishing up his shift and going back to his car, he saw a woman standing and just looking into the distance. She was dressed in all white and had a really pale skin. He couldn't get a good look at her face because it was dark already. Bill is a good guy and likes to help out people. That's why when he said to her that the cemetery is closing up and that she needs to leave, he also offered her a ride. The woman, without saying a thing, just shook her head and walked out. The next day, when he was finishing up his shift, he saw her again and said the same thing. She again just shook her head and walked out. Bill saw her 3 more times after that, and the last time he didn't say anything to her and just walked to his car. When he sat down and was ready to leave, through his mirrors he saw how the woman approached his car, opened up the back door and sat down. Bill didn't think that it was creepy or weird at all. For some reason, he was actually feeling very calmly and peaceful. For the first time, the woman spoke to him. In this calm and peaceful voice, she said, "I need your help. You see, I'm dead, but I can't find my grave. Could you please help me find it? My name is..." When she said that, only then did it hit the Bill how weird and creepy this whole situation is. He quickly turned around to see her, but there was nothing there. The woman was gone. He then quickly went home. His family members saw that there was something bothering him, because usually Bill was very talkative and cheerful, but that evening he was very quiet. He didn't tell this to anyone because he thought that no one would believe him and would just laugh it off. Over the next few days at work, he had this feeling that someone was watching and following him at all times. And one day, when he was sitting in his car and was getting ready to go back home, he saw her again through his back mirror and heard her voice. "My name is..." Before she could finish, Bill quickly turned around and, just like last time, saw nothing. He knew that this had to end, because if not, he was going to lose his mind for sure. So the next day, when he was getting ready to leave, he said it out loud. "Tell me your name. I'll find your grave." And then he heard again that calm and peaceful voice say a name. He went to his computer, typed in the name, and surely enough, the name was in the system and showed the location of the grave. He took a candle and he was on his way to end this. He lit up a candle and placed it on the grave and said, "This is your grave. Now rest in peace." After that, the feeling like he was being watched and followed disappeared, and he never saw that woman again. Number 2. This one comes from my grandpa. My grandpa used to go to a nearby town to sing in the choir, and one evening when he was coming back, on the side of the road he saw 4 guys that were trying to hitchhike. Because it was already a bit late and my grandpa was alone and to him those guys didn't look very friendly, he decided that he wouldn't stop for them. But then, when he was going right past them, one of them just jumped on the car's hood. Because my grandpa needed to make a turn, he wasn't going very fast. That's why the guy was able to jump on it. The guy started hitting the car's front window and yelling in Russian to stop the car. My grandpa, not knowing what to do and scared out of his mind, just started going as fast as he could. At that point, the guy stopped hitting the window and was just trying to hold on onto the car's hood. When another turn was coming up, my grandpa slowed down and then the guy just jumped off. My grandpa didn't stop to check on him and just went home because he was just so scared. He didn't report this either because at that time he could have been the one that would get into the trouble. Hey guys, it's me, Dream. Thank you so much for watching this video. It means truly a lot to me. And if you like this kind of stuff, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Of course, commenting too on what you liked, what you didn't. Maybe something similar happened to you. And yeah, that would be it. Thank you so much again for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!